Alrighty, let's get started with the intro then. In the days since using the Jumpspace catapult, the collision repairs have been underway to patch the damage as best as possible without dropping out of Jumpspace. Shear, the ship cutter, has been cutting chunks off the asteroids and casting them into the scrap bay for future expulsion. In that time, the ship's crew have grown progressively more agitated, complaining of poor sleep. Xylos. Despite the prior buggy interruption, you've found yourself able to work well within the tight time frame, at least as well as can be expected, given you've never done anything like this before. It's almost exhilarating. Your drone serving as a secondary terminal while you work, fingers darting from the keys on one input pad to the other in an elegant dance of digital creation. With sparks of ingenuity and flashes of genius alike, your progress is much too slow for the time frame set before you. You reluctantly flick on the comms and call tens to briefly aid you in your task. Despite Ten's annoyed chortling, the two of you manage to hammer out the code for the bots by the end of the second day. Despite this success, once Tens returns to their work, patching the breach and shifting power for breach shielding, you find yourself repealing line after line of coded safety protocols set in place to prevent the lifter bots from harming their handlers or anyone else. Finally, by the start of the fourth day, today, you begin work. You're ready to begin work on the task of repealing the physical locks preventing the bots from moving if in anything beyond stiff, deliberate motions, preventing them from winding up a serious punch. Here, too, you find yourself at a wall, unable to proceed at the pace needed. You simply lack the hands. The thought darts into your mind of getting one or two cybernetic limbs grafted on to you, but you quickly dismiss it as you once again click on the comms. This time calling Rajas, the engineer with the job most would find repugnant. Waste control specialist. He, however, revels in the knowledge of just how needed he is. A few minutes later, Rajas steps into your lab, a towering half-orc, larger than most full-blooded orcs you've seen, with a pair of large tusks jutting from his mouth. His glance shifts to your position by the bot. The downward angle giving a clear view of a pair of horns atop his head, shaved down to stubs, barely peeking beyond his mangled jet black hair. What is it, friend? How can I help? His jovial bellow tends to catch most people off guard, and I'm not good at doing it. But you've known him for around a year at this point, so you've grown accustomed to it. You motion towards the other side of the bot's shoulder, and the two of you set to work repealing the physical safety protocols installed. You spend much of the day working with Rajas pulling back safety clamps and detaching them together. Eventually, Rajas decides to break for lunch. In his kindly manner, he offers to sit with you in the galley, but you refuse, preferring to keep working, grabbing some dried ration bar from inside your desk. Rajas says he'll be back in about 30 minutes, but as Rajas stands, he turns to give you a cordial nod and goodbye, his face shifting and distorting into something horrid, like an insect topped with menacing bull horns adorned with gold and bone. You're briefly startled, less by the strange visage that adorns his face, and more by the bold warning text that spreads across your vision. Perception mismatch. Recalibrating. By the time the text fades, Ragus has returned to his normal self. You dismissively issue a wave, but the moment he walks out of your lab, you turn to your computer, bringing up the scans you had done on yourself and the logs you've kept since the incident on the rogue planet. This isn't the first time text has barged its way into your vision with no discernible source. You were certain it was the implant. You bring up the log, noting the latest text while skimming the rest. Organic acclimatization project. Sorry, let me try it again. Organic acclimatization beginning. Neurological power connection established. Synchronization complete. Protocols active. And now, perception mismatch, recalibrating. What was that mismatch? Did the implant cause it, or did the implant fix it? You're lost in reviewing your logs, barely noticing the shadows of exhaustion dancing at the edge of your vision. Cleon. Returning to the bridge from your lunch break, you find yourself walking the corridor down from the galley, back to deck 2, where the bridge is. I do have a question for you, Cleon. What do you do on your break? You don't really eat. You don't have to eat, but do you? Like, what do you do on your break?
I'm not entirely sure. I did kind of giggle to myself when you said lunch break, because I don't think he does eat.
Yeah, like, you don't eat, so do you just sort of read in the galley or something?
Or research. I think I mean, he's pretty much on an ongoing research investigation of the stuff he's been looking, you know what I mean, Earth and stuff like that. So probably that, you know what I mean, productive.
So he's conducting research and things, but
yeah.
contextually, I kind of imagine that you're using your break time to do that, and just to sort of like fit in with the rest of the crew, you head to the galley, same as they do. You just don't eat. You just sit there and read.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
At the end of the slope, you see a pair of shapes moving, familiar shapes, causing you to bolt down the ramp closer to look to them. Nearing, you see two figures that look much like you, comprised of shaped obsidian with accents of smooth, faintly shimmering ruby, eyes glowing red. They seem to be stopped at the end of the path, having a heated conversation, at least as heated as the Red Eye Knights can be. After a moment, they look in your direction, but not so much at you, before they charge round the corner, weapons drawn. After a moment, you reach where they had been standing and look around the bend to find them gone. You couldn't hear their voices, but it seemed something like a memory played out before you. Something from long, long ago. You shake the all too real memory from your mind and round the corner, aiming to resume your path to the bridge. But you hear a strange cracking from above. You look up and see stone rubble collapse impossibly from above you down upon you. You move to shield yourself, but find the rubble gone before it touches you. Again, a memory from when you had been buried. Something is quite wrong here, and having just put a stop to an argument between Mora and Little Razor that was threatening to grow violent, you know it's not just you. You decide to tell the captain to ask if anyone else had similar reports. You rush to the bridge, quickly wrenching the door open when you arrive. You see Murdetto energetically pacing back and forth in a tense conversation with the captain. Murdetto speaks in a hurried and moderately frustrated tone. What do you mean there's no new crew member? He's about my height, maybe a little shorter, pale purple skin, big yellow eyes, pointy ears, kinda smells like machine lubricants, real quiet, like not much in their head. The captain shakes his head. No, we haven't had any new crew additions since the doctor and his assistant. The captain looks to Cleon as he enters, then back to Murdetto. Look, I've been seeing some strange things too. I've had the doctor do some cursory scans from anyone who has been to the medbay recently. At that moment, Cleon interjects with his story. The captain looks to the two of you, Cleon and Murdetto, instructing you to head to the medbay to get scanned and find out what the doctor has to say about the cursory scans, which is where we start with Cleon and Murdetto about to head out of the bridge to the medbay, as you guys have been instructed. So that is where we begin, with the two of you instructed to go to the medbay.
Let's go to the medbay.
Yeah. So you guys make your way that direction. I actually don't know.
Murdetto sighs deeply and just says, I don't know what good this is going to do, but whatever.
Yeah, do you want to continue talking about this new crew member with Cleon as you guys head down to the first deck to the medbay? You guys sort of discuss it.
I will just go, have you seen him? And just describe him again.
Yeah. Murdetto is very excitedly describing this short purple individual with big yellow eyes. Give me a Arcana check.
Me?
Cleon. Yeah.
Arcana. 14.
I mean, it sounds vaguely familiar, like small fey creatures you've heard about, but you're not aware of one being on the ship. But
yeah, I was going to say, I definitely
fey creatures, so who knows?
I haven't seen one, right? Like, I might know what it is, but I definitely
it sounds vaguely familiar, but you don't know what it is, you know?
Right. I mean, in character, Cleon would say, I recognize the creature you're describing, but I have not seen one on the ship. But let me ask you, this creature that you think you see, I mean, have you ever seen one before? Or is this completely the first time you've ever seen something looking like that?
No, you definitely haven't seen one before, Murdetto.
No, but I've seen him a couple times over the last couple days, right?
Yeah, in fact, the last time you saw him coming out of it would have been maybe like last night. You saw him coming out of the lab area, specifically Xylos's lab, and he had a little spanner or something, and he just had this little spanner and was fully just chewing on it. And then you stopped and were talking to him while he's just chewing on this spanner, and he just watches you as you talk, and then he walks away. And that was your complete interaction with this individual.
So you communicated with them?
Well, I talked.
Well, yeah, but I mean, XR, the way that you just described it, they talked back.
Just now, the small creature just watched, did not communicate.
Okay. There was not a two-way communication.
No.
It wasn't aware of your presence.
Unclear. It just stood there and chewed on a little spanner and watched Murdetto while Murdetto spoke.
Gotcha. That was going to be my next question, was, whether they perceived you like there was a two-way communication. So all that just got answered.
Yeah, it definitely was unclear. So the two of you walk into the medbay to see Dr. Paneros Wobblestone. He turns very quickly in just a flustered, sort of exacerbated mannerisms, right? As he spins around, he's like, "Oh, it's the two of you. Finally, something that's not related to a good night's sleep. How can I help you?" I mean, technically speaking, Murdetto, you do sleep, but you know.
I'm terribly sorry, out of character. I don't remember why we were coming here.
To
Does
get
Murdetto? Maybe
scans,
Murdetto will speak up.
To be scanned.
To be
and to
scanned?
check
Okay.
out the cursory scans that the captain ordered on anyone coming in.
Okay. So we're here to check out the scans.
Yeah, and to get scanned yourselves. Not that, neither of you are typically what medical would deal with, but
Right.
there's there's some adjacency there. Like a semi-organic rock person and a warforged made of stone. Like, not really the medical department, but they still have the equipment capable of scanning you, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right.
The doctor's like, yes, my assistant will bring up those scans. Sorry, I don't remember her name. I know I have it written down. She will bring up those scans for you. If the two of you will come with me, I will get your scans done. If there's no protesting to that fact.
No, not at all. I think that
Sorry, stream.
at the appropriate time, Cleon has would convey some more further communications to the doctor. If we're heading somewhere, he can do it there. If we're staying here, he would speak up now.
Yeah, there's just like sort of a scanning device set up at the back of the room. So it's a fairly long room, but there's like a shield that like slides over, like a privacy screen, if you will.
Okay.
As the scan gets started. So, what were you wanting to say? As he's like doing the scan on Murdetto? Excuse me, sorry.
I think Cleon would speak up and ask. I'm trying to think of how I would. I think I would just say, Doctor, has anybody been reporting hallucinations or seeing things that other people don't see or there? Amongst the crew,
Quite a number of people have been. Sorry, I'm trying to find something and it's not coming up. Quite a number of individuals have reported seeing strange things out of the corners of their eye. But for the most part, people have just been complaining about sleeping very poorly over the last couple days.
It may be related to what I'm asking about. I don't particularly need to sleep, but I have been seeing things that are not there. They seem real. In fact, I saw a concrete ceiling fall on me, but it was not real.
That is most peculiar. Swabblestone, there he is. That is most peculiar. I'm going to give this to him as a medical scanner. It's going to be pretty good. He's very good at that, but you are less organic than most people he scans. Murdetto.
After saying everything Cleon said, he would also pause because he doesn't want to say, and Murdetto is experiencing the same thing. He's giving Murdetto the opportunity to speak for themselves.
Yeah.
And if they don't, eventually Cleon would say, I think Murdetto may have experienced something as well. You know what I mean? But doesn't want to just betray their confidence or speak for them.
So after the scan is finished, the doctor's like making notes on like with a pen and a tablet, and is like making notes. And then he looks over at you, Cleon, and he's like, "You were next."
Step up. Walk into the scanner.
Yeah. And he's going to do the scan for you as well, and it's actually one higher.
So after he steps in, I'm going to ask the doctor, hey, have you seen this guy? And describe him.
Raises an eyebrow, and he's like, I can't say I have seen anyone like that in all my years, in fact.
But
if there's
have a nice friend again.
But if there is a new crew member, they're certainly not official. His eyes sort of like glance at Cleon, the security officer, sort of like making an implication, like in your direction.
We'll say they're describing a type of fey creature from a long time ago. I'm not sure of their presence in
anyway, really.
present day time, right? But I have not seen the person they're describing.
Strange. I will certainly keep an eye out for you, Murdetto. Well, any motions for his assistant to come in? I don't want to take too long to try and figure this out, but I'm not, because my tech issues over here, it's not letting me open. It's not letting me open what I need to open.
Your camera has frozen as well, I believe.
Oh lordy.
It's fine on stream.
Oh,
I think.
Oh yeah, well, fine. Just on Discord, on stream, it's fine. Yeah.
It might have just frozen for you. Apologies, folks.
Could be.
Yeah, Discord's fine for me too.
Oh, okay, that's my end then. Yeah.
There's the. It does not make any sense to me. Okay. It's gonna bug me if I don't figure this answer out. Zosta, that's her name. I felt really bad I couldn't remember her name.
It's unnamed in my crew doc file. Medical assistant. What?
Zosta.
Oh no, yeah, nurse. Okay, yeah, ZZOSTA, Zosta.
Yeah, that's his medical assistant. Now that that's figured out, I can refocus on what we're actually doing. So Zosta brings in another one of these like medical tablets and turns hands it to him, and he's sort of like skimming it, like comparing it to the results of the 2 scans that you guys just did. A future where medical results come instantaneously. Sorry. And he goes,
right.
Well, this is most peculiar. I can't. There's nothing amiss on Murdetto's, though with your psionic capabilities, you might be seeing someone else's hallucinations. That seems a possibility for Cleon, and apparently the entire rest of the crew who I have scanned, including the captain when he made the initial complaint. Everyone seems to have the early onset stages of Jumpspace sickness, which should not be happening, as the entirety of the ship is wreathed in shielding to prevent such a thing. And he like turns and then like to like show you guys, and then like shakes his head. You know, medical confidentiality and all that, and like just dismisses the scans, like minimizes them or whatever to not show anything. But I'm not entirely sure how that could be happening. Perhaps that is something you can go investigate.
He's just saying that to us.
Yes.
Directly. It's not like, okay, yeah, we should inform the captain of that, and I guess we could radio him.
Yeah, you guys can radio and tell the captain. And I imagine like if this were like a TV show, we would cut back to the captain, and he's like, hallucinations. Yeah, that makes sense. As he's like just fully staring at a horse with a top hat doing like the can-can dance, you know? And he's just like, that certainly tracks.
Q.
Why don't you check the repair logs from the damage? Maybe that'll give you a place to start. I can't imagine anything else causing damage to the jump space shielding recently, and that was a giant asteroid in the front of the ship. But yeah, check it out. Which to do that, you guys would have to head to engineering and then check out the repair logs.
Okay, I was going to say that makes our destination where, but engineering. Got it.
As you guys like turn to start to head out, the captain goes, sorry, not the captain. The doctor goes, according to my records, there's only one individual that hasn't complained about sleep or hallucinations.
Let me guess. Xylos.
That would indeed be Xylos. Now, that could just be him being himself. He didn't exactly let me do many follow-up scans after the incident on the rogue planet. However, it could also indicate that he is not experiencing to the same degree as the rest of the crew. So,
Understood.
Well, also, obviously, Murdetto, who's like right there, but has now been scanned, so it doesn't really count.
Right.
But aside from the two of them, the rest of the crew has complained to some degree of this problem. Weirik just tried to... he sort of chuckles to himself. He just tried to take some of the sleep meds from any motions towards like the medical storage. But he is no longer the senior medical officer on this ship. So I made him get a prescription. And he was not happy about that. But yeah, so you guys can head over to engineering, which is, like the bottom floor of engineering is like on the same deck as you guys are right now. So you guys could just head over there.
Okay. I was thinking, as we're leaving and on the way, I would radio. I think that Cleon has the authority to. I mean, at the very least, he can radio Xylos to ask questions. So he's going to radio Xylos and ask him if he's in engineering right now.
Yeah. So Xylos, you're currently. This would come in like basically at the end, maybe 15-20 minutes after your intro ended. So whatever you, are you still like looking at the logs of your own scans? Are you performing another self scan? What are you doing?
After 15 to 20 minutes, presumably I wouldn't have like really found anything that like jumped out to me in that time of looking at the old scans, and with the fact that I'm sort of in the midst of a rush job, I'm probably about to get started on just carrying on with the engineering of the lift bots.
Yeah. So basically, without Brad just there to help you, and the second pair of hands, you'd sort of like be prepping the second bot to have the same procedure you were in the midst of on the other one. And that's when the radio like clicks on, and it's Cleon. And so how does that start, Cleon? What do you say? Hey, where are you? Like, what do you say?
Yeah, I think he would just in character say, Xylos, are you in engineering right now?
You are in your robotics lab. So no.
Yeah, and this is engineering, right? The place that I'm dealing with the lifter bots.
No, that's your robotics lab.
Oh, that's
that is your like personal robotics lab.
Yes. I forget all the different rooms.
There's one or two.
Yes. 1 or 2 or 50. And in my robotics lab, do you need me? Just about to get started.
Yeah, if I could, if you're available, we could potentially use your help in engineering. We need to review some repair logs. You might have some insights about.
Sure.
Will this take long, or shall I leave things here in standby?
Little uncertain.
Yeah.
Okay. Following that sort of like lack of assurance that gonna have the lifter bots set things down and then head to the engineering.
Sure. Do you want to radio Regis, who is supposed to be returning in about 15 minutes, and just like give him a heads up? You might not be there when he gets back.
Oh, yes, I will.
Yeah, you radio.
Not too specific though. Really, like just heading out. I'll let you know when I'll be getting back.
Sure. Yeah. So the response comes in is like, understood. Would you like me to wait, or will you radio me when you're back? No, wait there.
Yeah. I'll radio when I return. Do whatever you need in the meantime.
Right. And then you hear it's like, right, like turn into a, hey, watch it, and then the radio clicks off. But it did seem like he was in the galley, as there was there was definitely like the sound of people talking in the backgrounds.
Was the hey watch it from him?
It was from him, but it was to someone else.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
All right, so Murdetto and Cleon enter engineering. This is relatively close to your quarters, Murdetto, but have you actually been here?
And did engineering?
Yeah.
I'm sure I have. I'm sure I've been all over the ship. I've been here long enough.
Yeah, that's definitely true. You've been like everywhere at least once, kind of thing. For Silas, I imagine you come in on like the second floor entrance, because like the engineering sort of stretches up throughout.
Yeah, whatever is the closest distance. Yeah, and
you can see them like coming in through the bottom. Excuse me, and there's just like a ramp up. Excuse me. And I realize now I don't actually have a token for him, but Tens is on the second floor with his like he's just like this little floating cylinder with like 4 arms coming out, and they've got just like they're at like a computer terminal, just like doing something up there, and they don't seem to like even notice anybody coming in at all. They're like very focused on the task at hand.
Relatable, so I'm not even going to disturb him.
Yeah,
is kind of what Xylos is thinking. Like, yeah.
There might even be like
and
a
myself
thought
out of character.
It might even be a thought of, see, 4 arms is useful. Back to your prior thought.
Yes.
Do you want to start making your way down to them, and are they making their way up to you? You just like meet in the middle.
Yeah.
There is a terminal on the like bottom that you guys could access if you guys wanted to do it from there.
I figure we go to the closest terminal.
Sure, and Cleon, you do have security access, so you can get
or him.
a lot of the information. Sorry, what was that?
Which is closer, the terminal or?
Oh, the terminal for sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna just start head for the terminal.
And I was instructed to meet them, so I'm going to head to them.
Sure. I imagine, Xylos, you sort of come up as they're pulling up the logs. So why don't you give me a computer use check, Cleon, as I imagine you're the one doing it. Now you do have like a security clearance level, so you can definitely access it and look at it, and you have the skill to do so.
27.
Yeah. So you access the repair logs for the past couple days. About specifically, there's the repair logs detail what was being repaired and by whom, and the time that it was being repaired. You find that there specifically is repair logs for the Jumpspace shielding. On every, so only 2 decks. It's a 3-deck ship, right? But only 2 decks were actually hit by the asteroid. So for those 2 decks, there are 4 separate, and this is each, sections that had damaged Jumpspace shielding that had to be repaired. All of them say that they were repaired. You could go investigate those particular sections of the ship, or you could attempt to delve deeper into the logs.
Assuming nobody's like looking over my shoulder and it's not all 3 of us, because if that's the case, Cleon's just gonna look at.
Is this the sort of time that I get here after they've done a?
Yeah, I imagine you would get here just like as they're looking at the logs.
Because
that's true.
Because like Silas is in kind of the middle of things from his perspective, and he doesn't know what this is all about. So he's going to come up and so you called. What do you need me for?
I guess Cleon would share everything you basically just said. It seems like these repairs were recorded. Do you know anything about those repairs? Were you involved with them? Which ones do you think we should investigate? I feel like Cleon would have, Xylus would have the most insight into those topics.
Yeah, Xylus, why don't you give me just a perception check? Like you're sort of skimming over it quickly.
Ugh.
Not too bad, but not too great.
My mind is elsewhere right now, but if I recall correctly, it's
So your eyes are sort of scanning over them, and nothing looks too out of the ordinary. You do notice that most of them were repaired by a single individual, but one thing that does catch your eye is that one of them was repaired by 2 people, which seems peculiar, especially because they, as well as like when the repair started, it has marked when the repair ended, and despite the fact that it has 2 people like labeled there, it took like 15 minutes longer than all the other repairs. But other than that
I'll say that it all looks kind of as I might expect, other than how long that one took. Maybe that one was particularly difficult or something, or but as far as I'm aware, that this seems fine. That this all looks like there shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, so the one that you point out that's like, maybe that one took a little bit longer. It says it was by Tens and Rajas. And Tens is right there if you wanted to talk to him, you know?
Does Xylus think we should talk to him? Do we want to talk to him?
It's up to you guys.
He's right here. I mean, Cleon will ask Silas, well, should we go talk to him? Tens? Okay.
Well, I mean, if you think there's a concern, because like with regards to like what you filled me in about, like that's literally just like Silas doesn't know about any of this hallucination stuff. Right. All he's familiar with is they were checking the repair logs and does anything like
if does anything look weird, and that's all you can see.
And I mean, Tens is just upstairs, is busy, but I'm sure you can ask him quickly if anything jumped out to him. I'm heading back that way anyway.
Okay. I guess we should proceed, and I suppose if Silas has other things to do, I don't know that, this is a group investigation. I think Murdetto and Cleon were ordered to do something. So, well, while we're walking, as we start to walk, Cleon would say, by the way, I don't know that he would actually say it that way, but I think he would just immediately kind of
You look very matter-of-factly.
yeah, exactly, say, the rest of the crew have been experiencing hallucinations, and you have not been.
And
You've
impaired
been
sleep.
the only. Right, and that, and you have not complained about that or mentioned that you're experiencing any of that. Can you confirm right now whether you have or have not been experiencing any of that?
You've been pretty
Yeah, so,
hyper-focused,
like-
to be honest.
Yeah, I'm sort of like I figured like we're kind of walking, talking to sort of like go up the ramp up to tens, and you do notice like Xylos sort of pace change as he sort of starts to consider. Wait, was that just him? Or, and
I imagine there's like bags
I don't-
under your eyes as you've barely slept.
yeah.
But like you've not been sleeping, not your sleep has been disturbed. There's a little bit of a
Yeah.
difference.
And he'll start walking again at a bit of a slower pace. Up, maybe. I mean, earlier today, it did look to me like oh curse, it's out of character. I've forgotten his name.
Oh, Regis?
Yeah, I did see Vagis. He seemed like a sort of golden, buggy, bony face just for a moment before that was fixed. But I figured that was some other issue, something that wouldn't affect the other crew. I was thinking at the same time, but if you just hold on, you're saying everyone?
You just felt like you were seeing something that wasn't there, and it was nothing, and it was a one-off.
That went away really quickly. It was just a sort of a silly focus thing. Was what I was thinking at the time.
Well, you focus so hard, your eyes cross.
Yeah.
The crew has predominantly been complaining about lack of sleep. They've been getting poor sleep, and exhibiting signs of
just
jump
very
drive
slight chuckle.
And experiencing signs of jump drive sickness. So we're investigating that.
It kind of does like. Did you do another scan recently?
The medicine is just for Xylos's to establish Xylos's understanding of what jump drive sickness might entail.
Sure. Yeah, so you know the basic symptoms of like of Jumpspace sickness, which is it disturbs sleep. Once it grows more severe, people start to hear voices and see visual hallucinations, so auditory and visual hallucinations that grow in severity over time. They start like very minor as like physical characteristics like distorting and shifting, kind of much like what you saw. But you were able to sort that out pretty well. You did see through that, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
And then people start to become progressively more unable to tell what's real from what's not. Until eventually people just like fully go insane. And if you're exposed directly to Jumpspace, then there's like a whole radiation sickness thing going on, but that's like a different aspect. So people, if that's the case, people are going to start to be less able to tell what's real and what's not, and with the lack of sleep, they're going to become progressively more irritable and stuff like that.
Yeah. So sort of as we head up there, like, as I also say, there's one other weird thing, but okay, let's see what Tens has to say to you, and I'll just pop over to Medbay myself just to check a thing.
Sure. So do the three of you together want to go talk to Tens, or does Xylos want to go to the med bay? And then the two of you talk to Tens.
I think we were already walking toward...
You were,
unless-
yeah.
Yeah.
So we're at a fork at this point where he would go in a different direction.
Yeah.
And Xylos will so like we'll be kind of like starting off together, and if it looks like Xylos's knowledge and whatnot isn't needed there, then he'll just sort of head off to Medbay.
Sure. So as the three of you reach Tens, who's just like tippy-tapping away on the terminal. Now that I look at it, the other two couldn't actually see Tens, but Xylos definitely could, so my mistake. So he's working at the back of the room, and as he hears you guys come up, he doesn't stop working, but he's just like, "Yes, can I help you?"
I think I'm gonna... Predominantly Xylos knows what's going on, so Cleon's gonna look at Xylos and look at Tens.
Oh, okay, yes. So you worked for most of the repairs for the jump shielding, and there was this one area that took longer, and you had some assistance for, I think, was it?
I did.
We just want some clarification as to if anything odd went on with any of the repairs, or how that all went.
I did the repairs for quadrants B and C of deck 3, as well as B and C of deck 2. Let me see which one you're referring to. And he and he's like, I don't remember getting help on any of them. And he closes, minimizes what he's doing. He's brings up the logs, and he finds the one you're talking about, and he's tapping the screen. He's like, I don't remember this, and he clicks into it, and there's his signature. There's Ragis's signature. Job done, and he's like, I don't remember this at all. I didn't work on quadrant D of deck 3.
To which Xylos will look at Cleon and say, maybe I will come along with you for just checking this out.
I do think you're maybe I will, and then you see motion sort of above you, and you see half of a spectral humanoid pull themselves out of the wall, and they'll peer down at you, and then look up and crawl up and through the ceiling. And as this occurs, it's perception mismatch recalibrating again.
Did we all see it?
Nope. I do think there's there's probably a twinge, because you're fairly perceptive, whereas Xylos's sight drifts off that way. And it's up to you, Cleon, if you sort of look in the same direction. But
honestly, no, because I was thinking to myself, Cleon would I think maybe even put his hand on Tens, who is an awakened bot, if I remember,
Correct.
and just say, "Are you feeling well?" You know, like how is your well-being?
I mean, I thought I was fine, but now that you mention it,
Do
and there's a
awakened bots have to sleep?
long pause. They don't.
Okay.
And he goes, I seem to be missing some time. As he's like, you can see like he's like assessing his memory
Mhm.
here.
Now would be exactly when Cleon would be very attentive to what Silas is doing. So,
I seem to be missing some time. 7 minutes yesterday. 12 minutes the day before, and 14 minutes the day before that.
Can I roll?
I mean, he's technically a robot, even though he is an awoken robot. He just has sentience, right? So
Yeah, I was I was about to suggest something, but then I sort of started wondering of, gosh, I've no idea out of character what this could be. So for Xylos's personal like understanding of how these awakened robots, like if it's feasible in the same way that you can like um adjust like a regular robot's memory storage and whatnot, or if it's sort of more akin to when dealing with biological attacks.
awoken robots can have their memories sort of futzed with in a very similar manner, if not exactly the same as to other robots. The primary difference is they're more likely to realize the problem, to realize that there's missing time and missing memory. If they have any reason to sort of think about yesterday in any detail, they're a lot more likely to notice that something's missing.
Xylus will ask, Tens, do you know, though, like 3 days ago, was that lost? Do you have a means of knowing if that was lost at the time, or if you've lost all three of those recently?
These were not removed. It was as if I stopped perceiving for a time.
oh, in real time.
Yeah. This is rather distressing.
Yeah. And as I also look to Cleon, so I guess this has been going on for days.
That makes sense. This is most likely all related to what happened 3 days ago. There's no other logical explanation, though we cannot assume that it's fact yet. But it's probably the thing we hit.
But the sickness after just 1 day, that's... Well, yeah, I'll go with you.
Well, to be fair, you are a robotics expert. You would know that robots are entirely immune to Jumpspace sickness. Completely.
Oh.
So whatever this is probably something different.
Yeah.
Do we know if Cleon is as well?
I don't think that's known.
Okay.
But it is.
But yeah, he'll specifically say that. Yeah, if Tens is having this, then it's not just the Jumpspace sickness. There's something or someone going on here.
Well, the fact that it's going across different species as well, because this is not something my people get.
It could also be Jumpspace sickness and something else happening. So they could be related, or they could be unrelated. We may have an intruder.
Could be.
Cleon would look right at Claus and Xylus and say, "These losses of memory could be explained by something overriding Tenz's perception and shutting him down for a period of time. That's a possibility, isn't it?
That's certainly possible, yeah.
So we should immediately presume that we may have an intruder. Cleon's gonna radio the captain and update him with everything we just learned, unless somebody starts to talk directly to him. You know what I mean?
Sure. I don't think anybody stops you. So you radio the captain.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, sorry to interrupt you, Xylos. Make this priority 1. Give them a hand. We can't have anything else going wrong during this flight.
Agreed.
On it.
I think your first task should be checking out this Deck 3 Quadrant D.
Mm-hmm. I guess Tenz is involved here. We don't necessarily need to solicit his help. Right? So it's just going to be the 3 of us.
Sure, yeah. Definitely. So the 3 of you are going to Deck 4 Quadrant D. Hold on. I will flat out tell you guys. This is what I was talking about before we started. I can't get rid of the asteroid. So pretend this section has been sort of cut down.
Okay.
This section that comes into the hallway when I move you over here in just a moment. I need to do this. That will bring you guys here. And it is down here, sort of on this side of the breach from the asteroid, stabbing into the ship. The moment you guys sort of like step onto this section, which is still sort of labeled as like unstable and like don't go over here, despite the fact that the jump space shielding is labeled as repaired, like the moment you guys step over here, I need Xylos to give me a Constitution save, and I need Murdetto to give me his choice of a Wisdom or Intelligence save. For completely different reasons.
Easy.
Nice.
Does anybody else still see our old tokens? I mean, I see 2 tokens for everybody. Yeah, up in this room.
Likewise, yes.
Not anymore.
Up here. There they go.
I imagine you guys...
I still see the drone, but...
Yeah, that guy's probably at the... left in the robotics lab. Intelligence save. All right. So, Murdetto, like, as you're sort of, like, moving forward, you definitely hear, like, the telltale, like chittering, the almost, like, vague chorus of voices in the background that all psionics can hear in Jumpspace. Just sort of, like, emanating from the breach along the wall here. Xylos, you're sort of, like, hit with this like wave of nausea as you come down this area, but it doesn't like it's not severe enough to like make you vomit or anything. So almost immediately you guys it feels like the repair never happened.
Question: Did you say a certain species?
I don't think so. I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Okay, you said that I could hear the chittering of...
I said that you can hear the chittering of like vague, almost like voices that all like psychics hear in like unshielded jump space.
Okay, it was the word voices. I thought you said it's some species. I'm like, what?
No, it's
Okay.
Jumpspace is a maddening place, there's a lot of ambient psychic energy going around, and that's kind of just like common knowledge, but especially for you who can sense it, you know.
Mm.
But Xylos is also an organic being stepping into this area. So
At least one of us has to be.
there's another-
Well, I'm just going to say that I can hear jump space through that hole. Is that the right
Yeah.
word?
I mean, there's definitely a breach. Like the
Yeah.
asteroid's been cut back, but there's still the breach. You see the breach shielding, which sort of like flickers occasionally. But the actual jump space shielding, which is a like special deliberate type of shielding, seems to not be there.
With that confirmation, should we update the captain? Should we call for repair? Should we handle the repair ourselves?
Don't know.
Well, yeah, something's definitely not right here.
I don't know
so,
that we are
like,
capable of repairing this. I wonder if we need
But-
10.
but this shouldn't have been a problem for tens.
But he doesn't remember.
So I'm
It's-
thinking he didn't do it to
Right.
start with.
Mm.
Which means somebody.
There's another
Prevented
name
it.
on the list. I'll remind you. This is the one
Yeah.
that also had Regis on it.
Right.
I think Cleon, as you're sort of like turned and talking to both Xylos and Merdetto, like a sort of another one of these like vivid memories kicks in as you see like all the way on the opposite end of the hall, an individual riding atop like what could be described as like a warforged steed, and they're like fully standing, like mid casting of a spell, charging at the three of you. Until like, I imagine you're like staring at this. As they're like releasing this spell, whatever it may be, they just vanish. Like the memory ends.
Right. Okay.
And yeah, so like I'm talking with Cleon and Merdetto during this. So how's Cleon sort of like reacting upon seeing this from our perspective?
My 2 cents on that is very little, probably. At this point, Cleon understands what's going on and is naturally not very expressive
Sure.
facially. So
Yeah, so I imagine there's like a moment where your eyes like shift, and then back to the group.
like I'll give it that for a moment, if it could have been real, he would have started to react. So maybe like a split, maybe a little. But
and I mean,
generally
that's the
speaking,
thing. For what
And you're not exactly the most expressive
right.
body.
True. And that's the thing.
So,
like, in terms of a difference between what you're seeing and what everyone else is seeing, yours are real in the sense that really did happen. That's a thing that happened to you 1,500 years ago or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like your mind is sort of like replaying them as a reaction to this like jump space exposure, which as you guys are standing like sort of in this hallway in direct jump space exposure, Xylos, it sort of like starts to hit you harder as like another one of these like strange spectral entities like fully starts to crawl out of the wall behind Cleon, and it like reaches out and like puts a hand on his face and is like pulling itself out of the wall and gets like very close to you and is like turns its head. And there's the perception mismatch that flashes in front of your vision again. And this time, instead of like the like illusion like moving away, it just like fully dissolves, vanishing. And and across your vision, it
conversely,
says,
as opposed
success.
to Cleon sort of being very stoic about this, you Xylos will have sort of been visibly sort of like kind of bit wide-eyed and sort of slightly backing up and looking back and forth between the two of you before sort of like when the text starts showing up, like doing a bit of a kind of shake of his head and sort of resettle there, and following which he says, maybe we should let Tens know that he didn't actually fix this up.
Sure.
Would it be obvious to Cleon how Xylos just reacted, like taking steps back, and it's like Cleon notices it?
I mean, I feel like
he was not trying to hide it.
Yeah, definitely.
But at the same time, he wasn't sort of like being an
right.
But
well, I do feel like Cleon has a strong intuition. Just upon perceiving that, I think he would step closer to Xylos and say, "We might not be safe here. Do you think we should leave and get Tens down here with us to try to repair this? What do you suggest that we do to handle this situation?"
I think getting Tens and some drones involved would make a lot of sense here, and
Sure.
Sort of take just sort of 5 or 10 steady steps back the way we came.
Sure.
Cleon's gonna turn to Murdetto and just ask them, are you feeling okay? Do you see anything? How are you feeling right at this moment?
Physically fine, but hear lots of voices in there.
Okay. Please let me know if you see your friend again.
Of course.
So, I mean, kind of out of character, I'm trying to think, would it be a good idea for... I mean, from what Xylos just said, clearly robots should be able to handle the repair of this better. They shouldn't be affected by stuff. So should we maybe get some robots down here and supervise? Obviously, you know.
Supervise who? Supervise what? What do
the
you mean?
Robots. I mean, so that...
Oh, you supervise the robots.
Correct.
Got it.
Like, so that we're not immediately staying in the danger, but we're watching in case we need to return. I think Cleon might even want to stay within visual range. My concern, ultimately is that, you know, okay, if we get Tens to come down and do the job he didn't do, what's to prevent him from not doing it again if nobody's watching?
Yeah, fair enough. So I think it does make a lot of logical sense that you guys would come down here and probably be at a distance, right, and watch as Tens did the job, yes, along with the repair drones.
That seems to me, yeah, and unless anybody else has another suggestion or...
along with the repair drones, I'll also... my drone that I sort of just left on standby as an extra terminal, I've actually brought that with me this time.
Yeah. You sent for it.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Let me get his total token we're using for him.
I forget if we updated the captain about all this, but we should probably do that in between.
I'm just updating him again. It's fine.
Yeah.
Give him another... Hey, this wasn't repaired. Blah.
Right.
Blah.
We found another bug. We're working on it.
And that this should specifically, in fact, in character, so as far as I'm aware, this should help, like, the hallucinations that people seem to be having, but that does still leave the question as to what happened to Tens, and
Sure, you guys could.
Like as you were saying earlier, Murdo, Murdetto, the issue of it being both the leak and potentially someone on board. What was that clear that said it? I forgot.
It was all of us. We're all in this. But yeah, it does seem like. I mean, we'll fix this hopefully, and then hopefully, people will start to sleep better. But we have not determined whether there's an intruder or not.
Shh.
That's annoying.
And what I'm having my drone do, by the way, is specifically monitor and follow tens. To sort of like see what they're doing and specifically on tens as opposed to like the room as a whole or anything like that. It's just following tens and having a good view of whatever tens is doing at a given time.
Fair enough.
Has your drone ever been recording you when you had one of your hallucinations? I'll use the word even though he knows that's not exactly what Silas, how he described it, but...
Well, until we came down here, there was only just like a sort of brief second of like just someone's face looking weird, really.
Gotcha. You couldn't catch it on camera, basically.
Yeah, and I was like using my drone as a terminal at the time, so.
Gotcha, right.
So.
Understood.
I imagine, like, as this is occurring, you guys are over there, like, watching Tens and the two repair drones sort of, like, reestablish the jump space shielding that's here. And from down the hall, you hear a voice, "What do you think you're doing?" And then I seem to have forgotten to make a sheet for this. Fun.
From this direction.
Yeah. You hear the shot of like a laser blaster, like a laser pistol that hits Tens. Which Tens being a bot, he's like a little bit more sturdy, but he's also like
He was also shot.
don't mention this. Don't mention this to him. He's not happy about it. He's a cleaner bot, just like a little household cleaner. He's not that sturdy, but he is relatively sturdy. It was enough of a shot to like he gets hit, he slams into the wall, and collapses to the ground, and then just flutters up, starting to hover again, and he's like, crap, and he like moves for cover. What do you guys do in this moment?
Start off by saying, you all saw that, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's real. That really happened. Yeah. He just got physically hit.
Do I sense someone over there?
Not only do you sense someone, you also sense something.
I just go this way, and I start going. Do we have any weapons on us? I don't think so.
I don't feel like anybody grabbed their weapons or anything. So
no.
at most, you have what could be considered a sidearm or a knife or something.
Well,
if you didn't arm.
He's just going. Fair. What was that? And going.
But to be fair, Murdetto doesn't need weapons.
That's right.
Those two are just kind of like naturally armored. I'm just glad that my work gear is my armor.
That's true too.
Yeah.
So the two of you bolt down the hall. Give me a perception check as a form sort of like rounds the corner on the opposite end of the hall. And let's see if you can get... Whoever this is, they're very fast. So just a perception check from Cleon and Murdetto.
Fitting.
15 and 11. All right. Let me just check two things. Okay, so you guys see the back of a person in one of the like engineers like jumpsuits. They appear. You sort of like see the back of their head. Whoever it is, they seem to have an engineer's jumpsuit on and black hair. That doesn't narrow it down a crazy amount, but if it's at all helpful, you're fairly certain it wasn't Ragis's voice you just heard. It was definitely a little bit more on the feminine side, which kind of just leaves one person really as they run down the hall.
I mean, that's past tens and up that hall, right? So
yeah, this way.
We're not in combat, but I can react and basically move 30 feet.
Sure.
Okay.
You react, you move 30 feet.
Cleon would basically go, that's 30 feet from where he was.
Like, I imagine when you, like, get there, you see their back, and they're about to turn. Is there anything you can do that has enough range to do anything?
Yeah, if they're a person, that can be affected by hold person, then they're going to get a hold person cast on them.
What's the range on that?
60 feet. I thought it was longer, but
so
that was my intent. So if they're further than 60 feet, forget it.
They're definitely further than 60 feet.
Okay. Yeah, I was even going to announce it. I was going to say I'm going to run around this corner, and if they're a person, I'm going to cast hold person. So I just run around the corner, basically. Don't see a person close enough.
Yeah, this person in the engineering jumpsuit and black hair rounds the corner, and like immediately after they round the corner, what do you do? We're not technically in initiative order, but it's basically a turn for all of you to go at once. What do you do?
Yeah.
I'm running after him.
I think I did what my turn was, right?
Yeah. Incorrect.
And Xylus will
no, what I'm trying to say is
try to keep up behind, but is kind of a bit out of the loop and kind of just checking on tens to start with as well.
Sure, fair enough. No, what I'm trying to say is you move your 30 feet, you still have an action. What do you do? You can dash? Like, what do you want to do?
Yes, I always forget about dashing, but yeah, that's pretty much the only other thing I would do is try to close the distance. So 30 more feet, I guess, would be,
definitely.
I think that.
Yeah. And I guess, like, technically, they're probably... Rather than rounding the corner, they're more like here, but that's still too far away to get hit by your...
Right.
Murdetto, what do you do? You were running around the corner, but then what do you do?
I'm in hot pursuit. I mean, whatever it takes to get closer to them.
So you want to dash?
Yep.
So it's like pretty much right next to Cleon.
Would I have been able to use a bonus action?
Yeah.
My Alliance plasma pistol's in my hand, then I summon it, the weapon bond. I have my Aslethian blade and the Alliance plasma pistol are my two bound weapons.
Fair. You got a plasma pistol in hand. All right. They continue running forward. They round the corner. And what do you guys do? So they are now out of sight.
Right.
It's not as relevant, but just sort of when getting up to tens, probably have wanted to, like, I don't know, do an engineering or something check just to make sure he's okay and not sort of shorting out or something.
Yeah, give me a robotics check. How bad is it?
I don't think I've got one that's specifically robotics. I've got engineering, computer use.
I think we were just doing engineering as a part of robotics, and it was just like a subcategory.
Yeah.
So go for it. Yeah, no, see, he's not that bad. It was just, you know, it just threw him off balance, and like he's injured, but it's not super bad. If you leave him, he'll be fine to fix himself up. He's not so bad that he needs to be attended to, and unlike a squishy organic creature, he's not going to bleed, so he'll be fine.
Okay, and I will actually also bonus action expeditious retreat on myself, but not sort of move beyond 10s at the moment.
So I'd like to do a minor addendum. Rather than going to the end of the hall and turning, they will have gone here and turned into this side passage here, which heads towards the rec room and the dorms. Just a minor addendum as to where they went. But now that we've determined what Xylos has done, the other two of you did see whoever this was go that way. What would you like to do?
I missed that ping. If you pinged,
It'll be very clear in a moment.
Okay. Either way, I mean, I'm pursuing, you know, Cleon's pursuing. Full 60 feet of 10 feet a second.
Yeah. All right. So, given that you are dashing your way there, you will get to here.
Mm-hmm.
This person seems to have the ability to move a minimum of that 60 feet. It's also entirely possible that they shot from a greater distance than you initially thought. Give me a perception check, Cleon and Murdetto, as you reach that point.
— 16.
Murdetto?
I almost clicked deception.
Nice.
That would have been a problem.
All right, Murdetto, you see the door to the rec room close just as you get there to the, like, peer down the hallway.
Okay.
I'll
just say rec room and keep going.
Sure. I mean, you're at the maximum distance, but yes. Xylos, what are you doing?
He'll say to Tens to prepare yourself and let the captain know what's going on, and is going to move, dash, expeditious retreat, bonus action dash, and so that he can more or less catch up.
Sure.
With all the boots flinging him forwards and everything, he almost catches up with these two.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so as you're, like, bolting forward, you see, like, these shadowy tendrils, like, erupting from the wall all around you, Xylos, and just, like, across your vision, it's like perception mismatch, recalibrating again, and they dissolve away. just solving the problem each time at this point. Murdetto, on the other hand, may not have it so lucky, as you're going to have to give me a wisdom save, as the voices seem to be ramping up, as whatever, not, correlation doesn't necessarily equal causation, but like as this like entity you're sensing that seems to be inhabiting this crewmate is getting further away from you. It's almost as if the voices become like a cacophony in your mind. So give me a wisdom save. I mean, it catches you off guard. You take, oh boy, 14 psychic damage as it slams into your minds. Now, as a reminder, psychic damage ignores shields and damage reduction, so that's just straight to your hit points. And you're sort of like almost knocked off your feet by this like psychic blast.
I just go, ow!
There's no.
Go ahead.
Nothing visual, right?
No,
There's no
nothing.
like visual component. Gotcha.
Yeah.
But
except me holding the head.
Yeah.
But for Cleon, it's less drastic as before, but it's as if all the like walls of the ship start to turn into like the stone, like stone like walls with the same patterning as your home. But like we're sort of at the top of the turn here. Cleon, what do you do? Continue down the hall, I assume, but
Yeah. It did. I forget. I mean, am I aware that they went into the rec room? Murdetto did say something.
I yelled out. Yeah.
Right. I remember now. Then I'm heading to the rec room. Full speed.
Yeah, you can get just inside.
Okay.
Because there's a gap there that's not actually there. But you can get all the way inside. Let me reveal the rec room. As you come into the rec room, it seems as if this person has taken taken and hit like all the switches, so that like all of the different stuff, like there's a pool table that's like fully risen out of the grounds. There's I actually deleted this earlier, so it's kind of funny that I'm about to put it back. There's like I'm forgetting what it's called, like a volleyball net just like running down the center of the room. Obstacles is what we're saying.
Right.
Of like all these different things. You don't even have to roll a perception check. They are you're muted, Scott. They are over here.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
They are sorry, hold on. Gotta check distance here. Yeah, they're over here. You can sort of you vaguely see their motion just beyond some of the recreation items that have sort of popped up. They're not stopped. They're like mid motion, like right here. We're using this token, even though it is not accurate. But you do not have a clear line of sight on this person. So
mid motion meaning they're like, just doing something.
No, like actively moving
toward
the other end of the wall, like the opposite end of the door. The other end of the rec room.
Gotcha. Okay. And there's two of them, but they're represented by one icon. Is that what you were saying, or
no? I said it's not accurate. Not that there's two of them.
Oh, so there's only one. There's the one.
One person.
Gotcha. Sorry, I must have misheard.
It's all right. But you did have to dash to get here, so that is, right. I believe, it for you. So over to Murdetto.
Do I need to recover a bit?
In what capacity? Like you can run in. You're fine. You're fine to keep moving.
Okay. So I am going in a room. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so I'm going in here.
Yeah, that's about where you'd be, give or take 5 feet, but it's fine.
Okay.
And you're much shorter than Cleon, so you actually can't see the person at all when you come in.
I just go, where'd he go?
I'll point if I have the ability.
Yeah, you can sort of like indicate direction. Sure.
Mm.
That's the end for both of you, Xylos.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, I'm going to and sort of try and catch up with everyone.
Sure.
So expeditious retreat, bonus action dash to get to there, and do I want to use my dash action to? No, I'm going to use this moment to check what I've actually got on me, which is probably just phase blade and wide form taser.
I think as you're
Definitely a taser.
I think as you're like booking it down the hallway, at the end of the hall, you see like a small purple creature, like pale purple creature, that's like fully just got like somebody's scanner in its mouth, and it just looks at you, and then scampers off beyond this door that seems to open for it. This time, there is no perception mismatch. It says nothing.
Xylos will say, "There's another creature."
Can we hear it? Is the door like between the rec room and the hallway still open?
Timing wise, I imagine it's like it's still open. Yeah.
Okay.
And there's door, another creature.
Yeah, and the door down the hall also closes, like behind this creature. So whatever that is, it seems to have like initiated the door. So whatever's going on there. But it's just like literally eating someone's scanner and sees you and runs. But I think it is time to roll initiative, everyone.
Yeah, and my action with regards to the like end of my turn there is just going to be. I mean, my phase taser only has like 15 feet, but if something hostile runs within 15 feet of me, it's going to get shot, basically. And that's what I've got in my hands now. Initiative.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
I figure Xylos sleeps with that wide form taser.
Oh, you don't know the half of it. No, that sounds weird.
But I think yeah. So first up is this individual who, as they move past taking cover behind more recreation stuff, this one is like a ping pong table, like still folded, that's like risen up from the floor, and they like run to take cover behind that, and then dash further south, still trying to sort of keep out of sight via this like fully upright, like folded ping pong table, until they get to this wall, and they're messing with the wall. Like, it's a little unclear what they're doing, but it's also fairly clear that this individual is Calmir, who is the we heard her voice in the last episode. I can't remember. Hold on. She's an engineer. She come on, words. I have them somewhere. Calmir is ECS, Environmental Control and Atmospheric Control Specialist. So
she's a crew member?
Yeah, this is a crew member who appears to be doing these things. As you sort of get like that direct line of sight, you sort of sense like this individual has within them something from Jumpspace. Murdetto. You have this sensation that is very powerful and very distinct. For when the time comes when Murdetto mentions that, it is very similar to when Armilla was sensing those entities inside. Was it Xylos when he tased himself repeatedly? It's very similar to that. In terms of sensation. But anyway, it is Murdetto's turn. This person is over there on the other side, they appear to be trying to mess with the wall somehow. Unclear what's going on.
Okay. Well, it sounds like Murdetto gets to do something. I need to move closer to them.
Yeah, you can move.
I know that's a crew member. Can I use the telepathy to hit the specific entity that's inside them? Then
you can make that attempt. Yes.
Okay.
Telepathic rending, and you're going to try to hit the creature inside. Let me double check a thing.
Open your mind.
No, it's more of let go of them.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yes, you can damage that creature directly. It will make this save. That is a DC 17 Wisdom save. That is a 13, so that's a failure. So it takes 13 psychic damage.
Payback.
It's almost exactly the same number. That's exactly the same number. It does not emerge from the body, but there is a psychic screech that all of you hear, but doesn't harm you in any way. And Calmir shifts from trying to pry the wall open, which Murdetto, after you move your 30 feet forward, you see that's what she's doing. She's holding her head now. Cleon. That is it for Murdetto. What would you like to do?
I am torn. I feel like maybe Murdetto has this under control based on what just happened, but at the same time, I don't want to just vacate and assume that there's someone else to chase, but I'm somewhat inclined, being within 60 feet, to maybe cast Hold Person. I'm also not entirely sure whether that would work. It may hold the person, but the psychic entity controlling it could override it or something. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and, well, let me check something real quick. Yeah, let's go ahead and cast Hold Person on him. What did you say their name is again?
Calmir.
Calmir.
Which gives me the opportunity that I forgot to do. Calmir is like a catfolk or a tabaxi, but she's a tabaxi Olskin by way. So basically, a tabaxi Olskin is a tabaxi by way of an otter. So kind of like an otter person. with like
cool.
midnight black fur. That's kind of like a little on the slicker, oily side. But anyway,
Right.
do your thing. That's a what save?
That's a Wisdom DC 17.
Okay.
That DC 15 is wrong. I don't know why it says that.
It likes to be wrong sometimes. I think that's Roll20's favorite pastime.
Likes to be a lot wrong a lot of the time in the spell things. Yeah.
That did not work. I did a P
Just
instead
to
of an
make
R.
sure we're paying attention.
All right, she fails, so she's like fully like frozen in place now.
I'm still torn. That's my action, but I kind of want to chase after that other thing too.
Well,
I mean,
I will be on the like technical side of things. While you did hear him shout, "There's another creature." There are hallucinations bouncing about. So it's up to you
That's
if you
a really good
decide
point.
you believe that there's another creature that he has seen.
Out of character.
And you
Matt.
have seen Xylos perceive
Hallucinations.
a
before,
hallucination right in front of you.
Right, but I mean, the key thing is here, I don't think Cleon knows that the door opened for it. I do. You know?
Yeah.
That's the
Merlin
that's the
knows
point I'm making.
That's the best. Yeah, no, that's significant. I'm not entirely sure.
You might turn and talk to him.
Just
like,
wanted to complicate things for you.
Or, what have you. Like, you turn and be like, are you sure you saw something? It wasn't hallucination? Because you've got this one held, in theory.
Right,
So you could
right.
ask.
And, I mean, this is a completely different scenario. It's not hold the creature so we can kill it. We don't want to kill our crewmate, so
No.
I feel like... you know what? I do think that maybe it would be good to restrain them physically, and Cleon's the one who has manacles on him. So
Sure. You want to go
I said-
manacle the cat otter person.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use my movement. I can't dash, so that's my 30 feet. And I think that's everything for Cleon, really, because there's nothing else I
Sure.
can do that, bonus wise.
Sure. Discord message, folks. Xylos is go.
Okay.
So, yeah, Xylos is going to go up and call through the door, or if the door's not open, open them so he can do so more directly, and say small purple thing eating a
Scanner.
a scanner, yeah. Definitely interacted with the door. You've got this, I'll follow it. I'll back up if needs be. And then we'll...
If no response, you'll just run out.
Yeah, if no one sort of says like a no, don't or anything.
Right. So they don't say understood.
Then...
So confirmation.
Yeah. Sure.
Then going to...
Give me a dexterity save.
Oh, yay. Let's find out. Ha!
I was about to say you are dashing, so you have disadvantage, but you're like booking it down the hall.
Okay, disadvantage. Let's see if I can get less than a nat 1. No, I can't.
Wow.
So, Murgetto's gonna yell, "Don't hurt him!"
Yeah.
Sure. So as you're like booking it down the hallway, like full speed, your foot steps in this like little oil slick that's like just in the midst of the hallway, roughly around where that creature was standing when you first saw it, and you slip and fall onto your ass, and you fall hard, like bam.
Yeah. Yeah, the sort of dashing fall.
You're just like ah. But you are prone, and that is like
Slam, definitely real.
too much of your movement to go out the door. So you are prone.
Well, that was actually with my what do you call
fair.
it?
Did I
Expeditious
math wrong?
retreat bonus action, so I can use half my I can use my.
Sure.
Oh wait, hold on. No, even better. Hold on. I've got a thing. This rarely comes up. I have a thing. That I. Where is it? 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 Where is it?
So yeah, you would have 25 foot of movement left, so you could use 15 to stand up if you wanted to, but you're doing something else, it seems.
No, because my work gear is enhanced with armor of magical strength. Which, gosh, I thought it was somewhere. Here we are. Oh, okay. Although I don't know if. Oh no, that's not the bit.
Oh, I'm so sorry, stream. I think you just saw gray text and didn't see much else, but still, I didn't mean to do that. But it closed the sheets I had open.
Oh, actually, no, that does. If the creature would be knocked prone, it can use its reaction to expend a charge to avoid being knocked prone.
So I imagine you like start falling and you just like fully spin and catch yourself on the wall and scramble up.
Well, it's actually more that my actual leather work armor sort of gets these glowing bits down the side and just sort of very kind of mechanically self-rights itself. Very unnaturally to the look of Xylos, but
almost
it's
like dizzying
yeah.
even. Almost like dizzying even. This is gonna work. But fair enough.
But I will say that all that sort of leads me to do is sort of be a bit sort of startled and dazed and look around at what just happened, and then
sort of eyeballing the grounds. Yep,
yeah,
that's an oil slick.
Scarper up the finish and then dash action to the door to just sort of then try and peer through the door.
Yeah, you don't see it initially, and there is no like additional like puddle. There's no more puddles. But as you're sort of like looking left and right down the hall, you see, where is it? Sorry, I keep losing the reveal button. The other, I don't want to do that. That's not going to do what I want to do. Hold, please. This, I'm trying to reveal the doors, but some of them are unintentionally varying distances from the wall. So there's the other doors. In front of this door, you see like a mostly chewed scanner.
Okay.
But that's the end of your turn. I have to reopen the turn tracker because I accidentally left roll 20. All right. So, as she is held in place,
She does get to roll a save again.
as she
DC
is
17.
held in place, the spectral creature within her emerges. It's not too dissimilar from the ones that that Xylos had been seeing, because you'd seen them before, and your memory was cluing into that. So as this greater Jumpspace Phantom emerges from Calmir, it sort of flies a little bit this way, and screeches at the two of you. This this thundering scream that rends your mind with psychic energy. Can I have both of you give me a wisdom save? Which is Cleon and Murdetto, by the way, if I did not say.
Yeah, I had to pull my sheet back up, as always.
Nice.
Okay. Oop, that's not the right thing that I was... clicking on the wrong things all day. There. So again, psychic damage. So ignores damage reduction and shields. If you succeeded, you take... let me see. If you succeeded, you take no damage. So Murdetto takes no damage, and Cleon takes 11 psychic damage.
Okay, and a concentration save is just a Constitution save, right?
Yeah, Constitution save, 10 or half the damage, whichever's higher.
So,
that's a success.
Yeah, the whole person is staying, and 11 damage.
All right. You definitely immediately recognize this creature, Cleon. It looks very similar to the ones that were inhabiting people on that mining facility you guys may or may not have blown up.
Okay.
Gotcha. It's a little larger and a little angrier, but it's pretty much the same thing.
Gotcha.
Calmir still gets her save. I don't think that's going to do it. Murdetto.
So I could rend again. Would it be rending 2? Is that how that works?
No, I will remind you, because it's been a minute, and it'll be a minute before the next one, probably.
Yeah.
So, rending 1, you can basically do for free. Basically. You can do rending 2 for the cost of 1, which is a mistake we made last time.
Right.
Because we forgot you got the free point every round. And then rending 3 is 2 points, and so on. And you also have an ability that we forgot all about, if you felt like you needed to take this thing down quickly.
I think we do, so we can get to the other creatures. So,
where are you? Murdetto. Okay, there's Murdetto. So let's not forget to checkmark your psychic rampage. Excuse me, the first one. Presuming you hit, we'll see what happens. And you want, you're saying you want to do...
I'm going to do number 2 in the hopes of...
Okay.
That'll be enough. And it's only 1 point, so...
I think this is what I was thinking. Yeah. Psionic Talents Schism, which will let you do 2 in the same turn. So you could Psionic Rending 1 and then Psionic Rending 2 in the same turn if you wanted to.
Okay, let's do it.
Alright, hold please. Let's check the save. Alright, that's a failure. So that is 18 damage. You forgot to checkmark your rampage. So roll a d4. Which is added to that. Okay, and now your Psionic Rending, the d6 is active. And do Psionic Rending 2. That was immensely effective. Almost like having the psychic be the one to tear down the ghost monster is a good idea. Wisdom save. That's a failure. So this thing is hurting to say the least. Whoops.
Is it screaming?
It's not well. That's for sure. Screeching and screaming. All right. I believe that's it for you. Cleon, Calmir is still held in place. But this specter thing is, well, it looks pretty injured, at least as injured as you might expect, but it is eyeing you pretty heavily.
Yeah. When I tangled with these previously, I mean, they take damage from my blade, right?
Yeah, but it's less. In mechanical terms, they seem resistant to pretty much everything except psychic, which you now know you did not know before.
Okay.
Because Murdetto's, I think, the only one in the whole party that can do psychic damage.
Right. I personally, my instinct is to not leave yet. I know I just heard some ridiculous commotion out in the hallway. In my mind, Xylos has tackled this creature and has the situation well under control.
Oh God, yeah.
I was going to say it's
For sure.
It's definitely
that's
not,
what those was were.
It's definitely not a Three Stooges movie out in the hallway. And then Xylos is all Three Stooges.
I think
I have tackled myself successfully.
I've got the pistol in hand. I could also bonus action to the blade, no problem. So, if I'm fully aware, and I think I am at this point, that it's really wouldn't matter whether it was the blade or the pistol, other than the fact that I can clearly do more damage to a normal opponent, with my two blade. I think I might just shoot it with the plasma pistol.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, give me 1 second. Everything does look good. Looks solid. Yep.
Nice when that happens.
Yeah, 25 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
That 3 doesn't count. Does 21 fire?
Ooh, okay, math time. Okay. That's the wrong creature. Well, if it wasn't hurt before, it sure is now. And it looked pretty hurt before. Ding.
I'll take another shot.
Sure.
22.
Yeah.
For 14 more fire.
Ooh, that seems so close.
I'm going to go ahead and kind of... I forget how to... Either way, I'm going to go over here, but I'm going to make up... I'm not going to get within 5 feet of it.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know how to do the waypoint, so that y'all can see how I went.
You right click as you go.
Right click?
Yeah.
So like if it.
Gotcha. Yeah. And so that triangle movement,
Nice.
Right on. I'll try to remember it.
Xylos.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
So while everyone's hearing about the sort of Three Stooges scene out here, I'm hearing a Star Wars scene back there, with laser fire or plasma fire going on and all sorts. The way these doors go, the way they work, are they button to the side? Are they sort of
so these are personal
sort of
quarters.
sensors?
So these are personal quarters. So they're like a button to the side, and it's like a ring. Like you have to intercom in.
Sure. Okay. That works in that case. So, because hearing all the pew pews and whatnot beside me, and I sort of like, okay, I've got a taser and then a little like stabby knife. These two are going crazy back there. I don't know how that'll go for me, so I'm going to stop concentrating on expeditious retreat, and I'm going to activate invisibility such that my shield starts sort of refracting the light behind me around
Fantastic.
You go Predator.
me. Exactly, yes. And I'll sort of hit the button, go in here, and get to here, and in fact, and
Just
then
for the
I'll
sake of
just
it, give me another perception check to see if you can identify which of the two doors the like chewed scanner is like more in front of. You know what I mean?
sure, yeah, and I was thinking that I'd sort of check out the scanner itself, and like in particular, if I can physically pick it up, that's further verification that it is in fact real. Perception, did you say?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's definitely this one. And yeah, you scoop up the scanner, and that is definitely a solid, real scanner. Slimy, like not just saliva, like oily, like thick oil, and you can sort of like you get a whiff of, and you weren't there for this description of like it almost smells like machine oil lubricant or something.
As in, like, what the sort of almost as like if it were to be saliva upon it, what that would be.
More like they're two separate things.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely two separate things.
I see. Right. And well, obviously, it was the action to move over to invisibility, and I feel that's my whole turn, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My pace has slowed down.
True.
Although, if one thing that I could do is, just with the sort of like juice and lubricant and whatnot that's sort of on the scanner, if it would be possible for me to just like give it a sort of like whip in the direction such that there's a spatter of it and going in that sort of direction.
Just for like fling the oil.
Just so that if something were to happen to me, people would know
100%.
have something to follow. Yeah.
I'll give that to you for sure. Like that, sort of ish.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. All right, over to this creature, which is now going to rush over to Cleon and try to inhabit. Which for these guys, he has advantage. It has advantage because you failed to save against the Screech. So it is. It is this.
Should have used Indomitable Spirit, or just Indomitable.
In retrospect, what is the higher of your Wisdom or Charisma save, and what is it?
Wisdom, and it's 2.
Okay, so that is a target of 12, and it has advantage. All right, it fully just like leaps into Cleon's body. So it is now inside Cleon.
Everybody kill me. Is that damage?
Cleon
Should
leaps into warp space.
Should I roll a con save, or is the concentration broken?
Neither.
Okay.
Like, at this point, it's just sort of like inside you. It hasn't done anything yet.
Gotcha.
Now, what happens later, we'll see. Calmir fails to break free of Hold Person.
So real quick, I mean, could I have reacted, and would have the shield have made a difference in this?
No.
Okay.
Nope. Murdetto, that thing just went inside Cleon. Are you gonna keep not holding back and blow it up?
You think you're gonna escape from me? Yes, out loud. It's time for a big boom.
So, are you gonna do the schism thing? I mean, that does cost 1 point, but you know, that's fine.
Oh, I need to subtract points.
Lets you do
which
that.
I will. I'll do it after we do this.
And you're doing 1 and then 2 because you have a maximum number of points you can use each round.
Right.
Yeah. So you want to do the 1 and then 2 because you can, with your psychic abilities, you can target it directly.
Okay, but do I still leave the Rampage 3 on?
Yeah, you would be on Rampage 4 actually because you've not missed. Okay. You've only hit, right?
I'm not missed yet. Okay, 1 and 2 again. Oh,
that's a DC 17. All right, so it's like fully out of like where his ears would be. Like the specter just like evaporates and like it looks like steam's coming out of his head. But you killed him. You fully killed it. And all that remains is the incapacitated Calmir. And by incapacitated I mean held. So unless you wanted to psionically rend her,
not really.
How do you spell Calmir?
Calmir.
Gotcha. What'd she do? What's her job on the crew?
So environmental control and atmospheric control. So she makes sure you guys can breathe and that you're living comfortably.
Nice.
I am.
So superfluous to your life on the ship.
Yeah, yours specifically. What are you doing?
I am immediately going to turn around and go through the door and find out where Xylos went in the purple guy.
Sure. All right, so that's your movement. So it's going to take you. You are at the door, like you about to like hit the button to open it.
Oh, did it die?
Yeah, it did. That's why it evaporated through your ears. Remember?
Yeah, Yes. I wasn't sure if it was like that was death, or... Sorry.
Or if it was forced out.
I guess we'll never know.
All right, Cleon, what do you want to do?
What I want to do is release Calmir from the hold person, but in such a way that, you know... I don't know. I'm going to put my arms around Calmir, kind of not see I don't know how to approach the situation. Maybe hold their wrists, you know what I mean? Just make sure that, because I feel like I don't know whether they're going to be coming out of it in some state. So I'm just going to be prepared for it. I don't feel the necessity to shackle them because I think the situation is well under control, and I'm going to drop hold person. So the concentration on that is over.
Right, you drop a hold person, you grab, you sort of grab her wrists just to make sure she's not going crazy.
Or just, you know, put my hands up in front of her face and just say it's going to be okay. Be ready for them to react, because I don't know, maybe they're still under the influence of something.
Sure.
I'm giving them the benefit. I'm actually probably being unsafe, but it's what I'm doing.
Well, we'll see what she does on her turn. Xylos.
Oh, I suppose I would have moved. I mean, if I had movement, like, I have other things I can do. So I'm going to move toward the door. And that's actually what I'll do, right?
So delete everything you just said and do that instead. Okay.
Well, I mean, no, I'm still... I'm backing away, and I guess, and I release the whole person, and I observe their reaction.
So you
I
release the
back
whole
up.
person, you back away, your hands are up. It's fine.
Yeah. Are you
Got
all
it.
right? Like, I might even say, "Are you
Understood.
okay?" You know what I mean?
Got it.
That was my
Understood.
initial intent.
Got it. Xylos, what are you doing?
Okay, yeah. I just got into a bit of a well, what Scott is doing is going into a bit of a rabbit hole of, okay, hold person. If someone is unconscious while hold person while upright, are they do they still fall prone, or are they
Right.
sort of held upright? Like I
I
was
think,
getting into a rabbit hole about that.
yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
But yeah, so Xylos, and that was why I was looking up, just double checking conditions in the first place. I was just double checking about invisibility. Just trying to work out.
I would definitely rule that with the
Would it? I forget if I need if it would be best to perform the stealth action as well or not.
if you're not deliberately trying to be quiet, it doesn't do anything to your sound.
Yeah.
That's what you're referring
Yeah.
to.
So yes. So I'm gonna stealth action.
Right.
Well, let's see. Though I actually know, I guess I'm going to start off with opening the door, because it would be silly to like stealth and then open the door.
Sure. Yeah, so I imagine, do you do the ringer, or do you just, like, try and force open the door? Are you ringing the doorbell is basically my question.
No, I'm just... Oh, right, yes, because these, as you mentioned, these are private quarters, so... Oh, so it was able to... Like, when you say the ringer, is there... just
Like a
with
doorbell.
my sort of like passive intelligence about how like the rooms work on this ship, the sort of quarters and whatnot work on the ship. Say this was like an unattended room or something. Do I think that this wee creature, let's say it's entirely physical, like it's a little blobby creature that's wandering around, would be able to like hit a button or just sort of without much issue sort of slide open and close the door and whatnot? Or do I think that it would need a certain level of intelligence or force to get past that?
So I think what you're asking is, does it look capable of, like, hitting a button to open a door on this specific ship? Is that like kind of what you're asking?
Like more just in general with the way that these ship bedrooms and what, like quarter rooms work. Like if I hit the door, the sort of door open button, would that normally just open, or would
Not
it
without
by
a security
default be like...
So like
Yeah.
they are personal rooms. You need either a security or maintenance override, and so like just hitting it, it doesn't really matter what button you hit. It'll just ring the bell without that
Yeah.
security override, which you don't have. You also don't have the maintenance override, so And you're assuming neither does it, so if it went in there, it either has a way to get through that doesn't involve opening the door, or it rung the bell and somebody opened the door.
Is it possible for the door to be unlocked?
Is it, sorry, can you say that again?
I was just wondering, is it possible for the door to be left unlocked? Like, could it be opened just by anybody if it's not an occupied room, like, kind of thing? Or are they all just locked no matter what?
Potentially, sure, but...
Okay.
Like...
Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to...
Right.
I'm going... This is yet another reason why I have my work gear modified in this way. I was going to use it a bunch more during the modifications later today, but here we go. I'm going to just try and pull open the door. I'm not strong, but I've got my armor to help me out.
Okay.
I assume you're going to ask me to make a strength check.
That is correct. If you want to pull open that door, you're going to have to make a strength check.
Yes, just looking for... Where's the thing?
It's not going to be easy.
Yes, but thankfully it's made a bit less impossible by this, because by impossible I mean I've got a -1 to strength.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So this is kind of what makes it possible for me to even work. And also makes it possible for me to try and do this. So I'm almost certainly going to be utilizing that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
wow.
With some effort and just like you slam the door open, and you see Brady and Rylan sitting across from each other at this table. They look like they're playing some kind of board game, and both their heads like snap over to the door, and one of them is just like, damn it, first the thing's chiming randomly and now it swings open. We need to get Tens down here to fix this damn thing. You are currently invisible.
I am. And yeah, I'm doubly glad I've not stealthed yet. So, and to be honest, that feels like an action to me.
That was definitely fully your action. You can still move. And...
And I am going to say, Brady, Rylan, Xylos here. Be aware there's hostile action in the area.
What the hell? Okay.
Yeah. As far as they're concerned, that's coming through speakers.
Yeah. Do we? Fair enough. Do we gotta get the speaker fixed too? What is going on?
I'm might as well now just get in through the door just to sort of look for any indication of direction it might have gone.
Yeah, fair. That'll be it for your turn, though.
Yeah.
Kalmir is... she definitely looks like a bit dazed and confused, but to be fair, from her perspective, she went from darkness to held in place by Cleon. What the hell is going on? she's like straightening out her jumpsuit, trying to look around and figure out why are we in the rec room?
Can Cleon give a short response?
Anything in particular?
I just want to say, come with us for safety.
Are you kidding? Can you give me more than that? She takes like 3 steps in your direction.
If I could respond, I would say, I will explain everything.
I'll follow at a distance, I think is her response.
Gotcha. Yeah. Out of character, I mean, just internally, I don't really want to leave her alone to be repossessed or something and then have to deal with it again. And if it were to happen, I'd rather it happen right in front of me.
Fair enough.
I feel like for the moment, obviously she can do whatever she wants. I don't know that I have any authority over her in this situation, other than we know we're crew members. I mean, I think she knows who.
Well, she said
we
she'll
are.
follow at a distance, and that's the best you're gonna get.
Gotcha.
All right, over to Murdetto.
Am I to the room that Xylos is in?
No, you've only moved once. You're at the end of the rec room. You gotta keep walking. Probably dashing.
You're 2 corridors away.
I am.
So
In this one.
you could probably get to the end of the hall.
Oh, there it is.
But you are dashing, and there is an oil slick puddle there that I will make you give me a dexterity save against, because you don't know it's there.
No, but I can get to the. Well, okay. I can get to that.
The difference is when they sort of hit it, they become a cannonball.
Just barreling down the hall. Give me a dexterity save. That does succeed. So you sort of slip a little bit, but you still make it to past the oil slick. And you're there. That is your full movement.
I slide into the door.
No, not quite. You're there.
Oh, darn.
All right, back over to Cleon. It appears Kalmir is following behind you.
Not just, I promise I'm not trying to slow things down. I'm just curious, like, how does Murdetto move? Like,
On legs.
literally you have legs and feet and you're ambulating?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, see, I've been picturing Murdetto as nothing but like a rock. And honestly thought they kind of floated, maybe?
Yeah, whenever Murdetto wants, Murdetto can float. I don't think Murdetto is currently floating.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so I don't know that I'm going to do anything, verbally say anything. That's 20 feet to the door. So that's 20 feet.
Imagine this gap is not here. These 2 squares,
Right.
It's not there.
So, like, that would be 30 feet. I would dash.
Sure.
I suppose I would be aiming for here. Do you need a dex save?
I sure do.
7? That's still good.
All right, so Cleon, you fall prone into the oil slick.
I'm gonna go ahead and use it. Now, is that I have to re-roll it? That's a re-roll, right?
I think so.
Try again.
All right. You sort of stumble a little bit, but manage to make it just past Murdetto.
That was 55 feet, so I suppose I could go 60 feet?
Uh-huh.
Or even 60 feet, right? Or is that for sure it?
You're
I'd
good
rather...
there.
Okay, I'd rather not block the door.
All right.
And I guess that's it. I don't really see anything, but I see Ryland maybe, but
I will say
like
there's like music in their room, so it's not quiet.
okay.
Just for everybody stomping and slipping and falling, and there's gunfire. They're not hearing it. There's music playing.
What am I standing on? I mean, I know what it was. I heard it happen, but how was it described? Like it's the sign.
It's
that,
just
Xylos
a
had
flick of a little bit of the oil, the same oil you slipped
Oil.
on. You
Gotcha.
didn't slip on, I should say.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it's just a little bit of it, not enough to actually cause you to slip.
Right.
Alrighty. Now she has a bonus action dash. So she is here. Actually, she's here. Really don't think she's going to say anything because she's really confused. Murdetto.
I am zipping my head around looking, and I am actually silent because he said purple. So I'm going to psychically call out to him. Where are you? Where are you?
To whom? Just to be clear.
Could I picture him in my head and send that?
Anything purple.
Okay, let me see if I can change the question. Who are you psychically calling out to?
The purple guy.
Okay. You're trying to call out
Chris.
to the little purple guy. Okay.
Yes.
Just remind me for a moment, what is the range of your telepathy? It should say under the telepath section. Now, I think I think you've got plenty of distance on it. I just want to double check.
We didn't roll it for today,
No, I just assumed it was a good day because
Yeah. Where was it at?
I think it's telepathy. Because it should be like 60 feet, right?
I'm not finding it quickly.
Did Xylos get skipped?
It should be on my core, right?
No.
No, I think I'm last, and
Yeah, but I moved.
I
And then you
had
haven't
a
gone
whole thing
since
of
then.
just action opening the door and all that jazz. So like, it wasn't functionally a lot that I did last turn.
No, but
Oh.
I know, but
No, it's only 30 feet.
I think at least, yeah.
like I went and then Calmir went, and now Murdetto's going. You should have gone after.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you do get skipped. You are correct. So you do. We'll just go ahead and say this now, Murdetto. You do not get any, response or indication of within 30 feet of you.
Okay. Well, I'm scanning with my eyeballs. There you go.
So real quick, let's go back and do Xylos. My bad. So you're standing in their room. You're looking for this creature or signs of this creature. Their room's a little. I don't know. I feel like the term might be strange. There's plenty of room for a second bed. They have a bunk bed instead. In fact, it looks like it's a what's it called? Like standard issue military sort of like style of bunk bed. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Maybe they got it from
Very
a military
minimal,
surplus or something.
minimal pleasure.
Racks.
Right, just like a very it's a very basic room. There's like a table with a radio currently playing music at a relatively maybe not crazy high, but a decently high volume. There's the table that they are playing this game on, and then there is a shelf with just like a bunch of board games on it, and that's it. And they
To be honest, fair, yeah.
They're currently playing a
that
game
size of table, you can do your D&D on. You can play table
Sure.
tennis. You work with what you've got.
They're currently playing what looks something like Stratego, but updated for the space era. So that kind of thing.
Nice.
Cool. But give me if you want to look for this creature, give me a perception check.
Yeah. And because
Nice.
I'm yeah, and also sort of like just want to be sure that they're acting okay as well.
Sure. Just through the music, like beyond it, or maybe underneath it in a way, you can sort of hear like scratching, and you sort of look around the room trying to identify where it is. You're tempted for a moment to just go turn off the music and identify its location, but that kind of hits you as like that's why they don't hear it, right? That's like the point. And you drop low, and you see under the bed this purple creature, which has like one of their game board boxes, and it's just like tearing it apart and eating chunks of it.
Okay.
And it's just under there. It doesn't seem hostile. It's barely, debatably even hiding. It's just, small and vaguely stealthy.
Yes. And speaking of stealth,
and there it is. So you fully see it.
Hold on. I need to remind myself again of the basic description of what invisibility does and doesn't do. It's one of those ones that you always assume it does more than you think.
Sure.
Great help. The spell says that you become invisible for... Okay.
It's
Going
the
down the
invisibility
line.
condition.
Yes, here we are. I see. Okay, yeah. Oh. Really? Hold on, gotta read that again. Is impossible. Okay, impossible to see without aid of magic or special sense. But yeah, as you'd expect, and for the purpose of hiding, is considered heavily obscured. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I'm here right now. What? Just trying to decide where I want to use my action is a bit of a harder thing. I'm going... I'm going to go here and no, here.
Okay.
And hold the grapple action.
Okay.
For if it comes within range of me.
Sure.
And that's going to be my turn right now.
All right, circling back to Murdetto, do you want to sort of like be sort of like psychically like reaching out as you move? And like, hey buddy, are you there?
Yes. Absolutely.
Sure. So how far do you want to move? Or do you just want to move until and if like you get like a response, maybe not a literal response, but like you sense something?
Well, I'm gonna move into the room. Well, no. That's as far as I can go, I believe. Can I?
The 5-foot gap that is the door isn't actually there.
So I'd be just in the room.
So you'd subtract 5 feet from that, and then you'd subtract 10 feet from that. So you could be, further into the room. Absolutely right there.
A little point of note. That's the first person that's visually come into the room.
Correct. Yes,
Yeah,
I was
so
walking in the
Murdetto sort of
room.
just wanders into their room, and Brady and Rylan look at Murdetto, and they're like, "Can you believe this door's broken?"
Have you guys seen a little purple guy?
Do you want to start looking around as you're sort of doing that?
Yeah, of course.
But purple? I don't remember seeing any purple guy. And Rylan's like, "Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think so. I feel like I saw purple out of the corner of my eye, but that's probably nothing, right? Seems like nothing." Give me a perception check since you're in here. Now that you moved in here, unless you want to use your action on something else. There is no psychic response coming back to you.
Right, I understand that.
It's not necessarily that it's not responding. It might just be unaware that it can. You've definitely had that happen before.
Definitely. I'm sorry. Oh, perception.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you what you asked for, and then I remembered.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you definitely you hear the crunching, and now that this little guy who seems to be eating everything has gotten to more I don't know another way to put it, the meat of the board is crunching through it. And you just look over, and you barely have to lean down. It's just barely below your line of sight, and you see him. And he sees you back, and he just sort of looks at you. He doesn't seem to have any. He recognizes that you're there, but doesn't seem concerned with your presence.
Okay.
So what do you want to do?
Let's go high. And kind of scoot forward. Well, I don't. Yeah, just kind of scoot forward a little bit with my arms out.
You got a 5 foot movement left, so you can totally do that.
Just with my hands out, just a little bit high.
And he pulls the board, pulls it away from his mouth and tears it in half, and goes to give you some.
Okay, I go ahead and take it. I pretend to eat it.
And both Brady and Rylan are just watching you what is happening?
Gonna pretend. I'm let's find something better to eat.
Yeah. I can say, I guess I'll leave it up to Cleon. Unless you come in here blasting, I think we're about to be out of combat. As Murdetto is very clearly speaking to this creature at this stage.
I'm going to come in blasting. No, my plan was to literally say, how about I impose myself in the doorway and hold an action that, you know what I mean? So if it tried to get through the door, I'm bringing up the rear, making sure it doesn't run. Other than that, please proceed.
All right, well, that'll take us out of combat. And the creature does, in fact, respond with words, with language. Not sure if any of you speak this language. Be sure to tell me what languages everyone speaks. But it responds with words and sort of gets up as if it's going to follow Murdetto. What languages does everyone speak?
I only know human and trade speak.
Oh, yeah, that specific human.
Right.
Yeah, so, the common, yeah.
So trade speak, and then
one
of the two human languages.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have Peblin and trade speak, so.
So you don't understand what he says, but he fully gets out from under the bed, which is as Brady and Rylan are what is that? And it just looks at them and looks under the bed, and then goes to follow Murdetto. There's no response.
I would probably take him to the doctor. See if we could find out what he needs nutritionally so he stops eating everything.
Oh yeah, fair enough. He just seems to follow you through the ship. If you want, you can try to psychically communicate with him again, with more of an indication of, hey, you can respond. We don't need to speak the same language.
Yeah.
You know, what's
Sort of before we leave this room, Zalazul, upon seeing that, no, this seems to be going well. He'll deactivate his invisibility and let Braden Ryder know that not to pass through the way that goes via the sort of open warp area.
sure that it's
Um,
still busted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Until and also sort of just while leaving the room, just want to just throw on a charisma one of these onto Murdetto.
Yeah.
Are you still invisible?
No, upon this switch over is becoming telling Braden Rylan to do that and casting the enhance because it's both a concentration. Functionally, not all the details of lore wise.
Sure. So, go ahead.
I was gonna say if we're out of combat, Kalmir and Tens are kind of Cleon's next two kind of priorities. Maybe telling Kalmir to, if you're injured, go to medbay. Otherwise, maybe go to your I don't know, just be safe because we're not sure that, and go about your business.
Sure.
And then otherwise check on Tens.
For sure. Yeah, so Tens is back up and moving, and it's definitely an injury, but it's more of a bad scratch than anything, and they quickly get back to work on sealing that breach for real this time. And
did they? I guess. How long did all that was only like maybe 8 turns, I think, right?
Well, yeah, but
Tops.
we're skipping ahead.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so we're skipping ahead. And sort of in that time, you guys get the idea that Kalmir has sort of lost days rather than minutes, like Tens had, and that this apparition, this entity, had been trying to leave a door open for more like itself to come through, but because of how fast you guys are going, none had arrived. It's sort of the idea that like you're getting, it's a lot of like vague inclination from Kalmir and like half dreaming, half awake sort of scenarios over this.
So it was
extended time period.
It was able to interact with like the robotic crewmates as well.
Yeah, to like a lesser degree. It didn't seem to be able to control them in the same way that it can.
Yeah, not full possess, but
yeah. Also, that's the other
see.
thing that was different is the ones that you guys had encountered previously couldn't fully control the people they possessed. They just slowly drained their energy and sort of fed on it. This one was like fully controlling Kalmir. As for your little purple friends, they appear to be a boggle that they're a stowaway, but more like accidentally, like using their capabilities to explore out of curiosity, like teleporting from doorway to doorway and so on. And they ended up on your ship, and then your ship left Whole Blue. which they were, just sort of doing much the same thing of teleporting door to door, exploring and eating whatever random stuff they could find. They're just kind of a wanderer and ended up on your ship just at the moment you left. Not so much an intentional thing, but they're here now. And it'll be a few weeks before they can leave. So at least temporarily, you've got yourselves another crew member. If you want somebody who eats basically anything and can teleport between doorways, and secretes oil a lot.
Oh God, can he eat
Free oil?
Can he eat what?
Can he eat asteroids?
I mean, probably a better chance than most of the rest of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Was he
well,
like-
I mean, there's our destination, which is quite a troublesome situation. So who knows if they feel lucky or not? To be honest, stowaway.
I don't think anybody on the entire ship speaks that same language, so pretty much just some rough translation device might work, and then the psychic communication from Murdetto is about it.
Cleon was going to use the medallion of detect. Why am I getting tongue-tied? Where is it? Detect thoughts, which I looked up, and you don't have to know the language.
Huzzah!
So, and I can use that 3 times a day.
And sort of just share in a little bit of the conversation.
Yeah. See if I can't get some actual back and forth communication too. I mean, I don't know that it'll understand anything, but
Yeah.
At the level of intelligence of a creature it is.
Right.
Enough to speak. But it's not a super intelligent creature. But it is some moderate level of intelligence, right?
Actually, yeah, I guess this would not work if it was intelligence of 3 or lower.
No, it's higher than that.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I think that's it. That's it for us, folks. We've got a new little purple friend for at least a little while.
Cleon's gonna say to Murdetto.
Okay.
You I could have used you on the, I guess we call them away missions.
Sure.
When I first encountered these phantoms, I got possessed about 3 times in that encounter and didn't know what was going on. We could use you more, or use you on some more away missions.
That was to Murdetto.
Yeah. Well,
The psychic.
it's up to the captain, not me.
I'm the pilot.
All right.
Yeah.
To be
Speaking
fair,
of which, I want to get back to piloting.
Wait, who's piloting the ship?
the captain is also a fairly competent pilot.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
he's good at 3 things: shooting, piloting, and computers.
I was going to say imagination.
Well, hopefully good at being a captain too. But
Well, more of a subcategories, if you will. But that's it, sure. But I do think that is it for us for today. That went a bit differently than expected. Definitely a little bit faster, but we got there. Problem solved. It's being currently repaired.
Nice.
And somewhere, Scott's other character, Sheer, is cutting off chunks of asteroid and throwing them into the scrap bay. And he just actually has something to do for a while. I believe that's it for us. So I think we're going to take off, everybody. Thank you all so much for coming. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, evening, whatever time it is this week. And we will catch you guys next time. Have a fantastic evening, and as always, great gaming.
Take care, everyone.